Hello and welcome to another update on SUI. The SUI chart is still in a sideways consolidation here from since the Friday top, Friday the 25th of April. We've only seen sideways consolidation over the last few days and over the last week or so. So that's typical for such a wave 4 correction. What I can say is I can't promise or confirm that the low is already in this correction, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But what I can tell you is that there is no downside impulse yet. So we don't have any confirmation that a substantial price top has formed. While it is possible that a local top has formed, which could send the price back into the orange support region, which was already tested just on Wednesday, a couple of days ago, there's absolutely no evidence that really a substantial top has formed and that the white B wave has topped, which is part of the bearish case. But as I said, we are tracking a fifth wave to the upside. We are watching for one more high. And if we get all 5 waves to the upside completed, that would be a strong bullish signal. Of course, also after all 5 waves are completed, we would actually expect a bit of a pullback, a correction, because that's the rule of market structure. When we get 5 waves into a direction, for example, to the upside, then the 3-wave corrective pullback is normally needed to correct. The market is always moving, breathing, not in a straight line. So it's this up and down, but it would correct this entire move up. So we have this move up, that's the 5-wave move. And this move would be corrected in a pullback once we have all 5 waves up. So that's what we're tracking at the moment. The support area hasn't changed over the last week or so. It's still defined between $3.32 and $2.79. This is standard support for this wave 4. A wave 4 should normally not break below the 50% retracement, but we know that wave 4s are typically quite complex. So best I can tell you is that we have a 3-wave move down from the 25th of April high. I'm labeling that a WXY structure. This is technically enough to consider this a completed wave 4. Technically enough. But then we haven't seen any upside impulse from that low. It looked a little impulsive, but when I opened the chart this morning, I already sent an update on Discord earlier today, but when I opened the chart, I said, look, this only looks like 3 waves up. So while that could be wave 1 of 5, if wave 5 is an ending diagonal, we can't really trust that. So I also have sharp pullback. So it means the bulls really need to turn up here now to start a 3rd wave up, to avoid a break below the Wednesday low. Because if we get a break below the Wednesday low, which is here at $3.28, it invalidates the idea that wave 4 could have bottomed. It wouldn't be surprising at all. Rather, I think a drop down lower, a drop into the support area, maybe around $3.02 is very likely, given that the price was rejected in the resistance area that I communicated only yesterday at the 88.7 Fibonacci retracement. So basically what we have is only a shallow correction, a 3-wave rally, which is not clearly bullish. Also, the shallow correction could suggest that we might need a larger correction because it might not be enough to correct all of the 3rd wave, which was quite aggressive. And the absence of a clear 5-wave move up still easily allows for the interpretation for lower prices in orange wave C of 4. So that would mean we might test $3.02 or even $2.79. But again, the yellow count is valid. It just needs to prove itself, for example, with a break above the $3.76 level, which is yesterday's swing high. And then the door is open to $4.20, $4.30. There are 2 resistance levels. But now the price hasn't really moved today. So, if you ask me, I think it looks a little bit more like the orange count. But if we now get a break above the Thursday high, then I would expect the rally to $4.20. So that's the update on SUI. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership.